The morning sun streamed through the glass canopy of Terminal 2 at Chicago O'Hare, casting long shadows across the polished floors. At 9:02 a.m., a woman entered with a presence that didn't just draw attention, it demanded it. Lauren Carter moved with deliberate grace, each step a quiet declaration. At 42, she was the founder and CEO of Carter Innovations, a tech empire known for turning failing startups into multi-million-dollar success stories. Her name graced industry magazines, her patents were studied in business schools, and her influence, though understated, was undeniable. She wore a sharp, gray pantsuit, tailored with precision, no flash, just a sleek silver watch ticking calmly amid the airport's chaos. Her hair was pulled into a tight, low bun, her face set with quiet confidence. Over her shoulder hung a minimalist leather tote, elegant, powerful, and unapologetic. Her destination, Gate C-14, Flight 214, first class to Seattle. As she approached the check-in desk for Horizon Air's premium service, she hit her first roadblock, a man named Derek Hansen, mid-30s, slouched posture, crooked name tag. He didn't look up as she reached the counter. "Boarding pass," he muttered, barely hiding his disinterest. Lauren slid her ticket across. "First class. Carter, Lauren Carter." Derek picked it up, scanned it once, then again, frowning. He pushed it back with 2 fingers, like it was covered in grime. "You're not in the system. Try economy check-in." Lauren blinked slowly, her voice steady but razor-sharp. "I'm in the system. Recheck it." He chuckled under his breath, eyes barely meeting hers. "I did. You're not listed for this flight. Maybe you booked coach." She didn't move. "No. First class. Confirmed. C2A. Paid with a company card. I built from the ground up." His shrug was lazy, his tone smug. "Then take it up with customer service. You're holding up the line." The man behind her, white, early 50s, polo shirt, flashy watch, got a warm, "Good morning, sir," and a nod from Derek. Lauren clocked the difference instantly. She stood her ground. "I'm not moving. You're going to recheck that screen. Now." Her voice didn't rise, but its certainty made Derek pause. He tapped harder at the keyboard, the screen flickering like it shared his annoyance. "Ma'am," he said finally, "I'm calling security if you don't move along." Another agent, Sarah Mitchell, stepped in, arms crossed, her face tight with suspicion, as if Lauren had stumbled somewhere she didn't belong. "What's the problem?" Sarah asked, already pegging Lauren as the issue. "Your system's the problem," Lauren said flatly. "I paid for first class. Fix the error." Sarah snatched the boarding pass, scanned it, and frowned deeper. "Nothing. No match. You're not boarding this flight." Derek folded his arms, smug. "Told you." The passengers behind her started to grumble. A woman in a designer scarf sighed loudly. A man with a wireless earpiece muttered about delayed meetings. Lauren reached into her tote, pulled out her phone, and showed the confirmation email. "See? Flight, date, all there. Explain this." Derek barely glanced at it. "Fake confirmation. Could have photoshopped it. You're not boarding." Sarah's thumb hovered over her radio's call button. "Last warning. Move, or we bring in airport security." Lauren didn't flinch. She scrolled to a contact she rarely used, a name reserved for moments when people needed a reminder of who she was. She tapped the screen. "Nathan," she said crisply. "O'Hare, Horizon Air. They're denying my confirmed ticket. Handle it." Nathan Brooks, her chief operating officer and closest ally, didn't hesitate. "2 minutes," he replied. She hung up and looked at Derek. "You might want to stop typing. You're out of your depth." Derek blinked, sweat beading at his hairline. Sarah's radio crackled. She turned slightly, pressing it to her ear as a voice came through. Her face shifted from smug to rattled. She glanced at Lauren, then whispered into the receiver. "Yes, she's still here. Yes, her name's Carter. No, I don't have VIP clearance. I didn't know." The terminal buzzed with complaints. A family with a stroller looked annoyed. A businesswoman checked her watch. A tall man in a blue coat started recording on his phone. Then the intercom crackled. "Attention, passengers. Flight 214 to Seattle is temporarily delayed. Please stand by for further updates." Lauren said nothing. She didn't need to. The silence around her spoke louder than any argument. Moments later, the crowd parted as a Horizon Air supervisor rushed toward the counter. Alan Pierce, late 40s, red-faced, Out of breath, lanyard flapping against his chest, spotted Lauren and froze. MS. Carter, he gasped, I'm so sorry. We've had a major system error. You were on the VIP list, but something buried your record. We're fixing it now. She stared him down. Why was I flagged in the first place? Alan hesitated. Two don't know yet. You'll find out. Yes, ma'am. His throat bobbed. And those two? She pointed at Derek and Sarah. They assumed. They dismissed. They disrespected. They're being removed from rotation immediately, Alan said. Good. Lauren picked up her tote, took 3 steps, then paused. She turned, her voice steady and ice-cold. They don't speak to another passenger until they're retrained. Not by each other. Make it formal. Make it stick. Yes, MS. Carter. She walked toward the gate without looking back, the air parting for her like water under pressure. Inside the cabin, the flight attendants greeted her with nervous smiles. Welcome aboard, MS. Carter. She nodded curtly, slid into her seat, and stayed silent. Her mind replayed every moment: Derek's smirk, Sarah's threat, the second they realized she wasn't bluffing. Her phone buzzed. Nathan, you good? Handled. Hard. He sent a fist emoji. She didn't smile. Not yet. Back at gate C14, Derek was escorted to the back offices, his badge tossed onto a desk. Sarah sat alone, staring at a training manual that hadn't been updated in a decade. By noon, Horizon's internal email server was buzzing. Carter's name flagged as do not obstruct, every supervisor briefed, every system audited. Lauren landed in Seattle, her stride unbroken. Nathan met her at the jetway. Heard you set the place on fire. No, she said. I made them taste ash. It's not the same. He grinned. Lunch. Work first. They'll remember this. That's the point. That night, Alan sent a formal apology. Disciplinary action confirmed, system review underway. Lauren didn't reply. She didn't need to. She'd made her point. No outbursts, no drama, just truth, sharp and controlled, driven into the core of a system that needed shaking. For every person ever told they didn't belong, Lauren Carter left a mark, not for revenge, but so they'd never forget. Some lessons don't need to be shouted.